Greetings, Rosebuds, and everyone out there.
Hey, Rosebuds and everyone out there.
Greetings, Rosebuds, and everyone out there.
This
is
Eddie
Eddie
Rose
Rose
Live.
Positivity changes the world positively.
And now more than ever, helping out is necessary for us all to succeed.
Our focus this month will be helping to send relief to the state of Texas.
Massive power outages and storms have been rampant, and a little help goes a long way to those in need.
From now until March 15th,
All donations received will go towards disaster relief to help communities affected by these storms across Texas. We've already raised a large amount of money the last week of February, and we want to make one final push to bring awareness and assistance wherever we can.
So please, spread the word, and if you can help, please donate.
if we reach our donation goal, Eddie has promised to do something drastic to his hair, and we all want to see that.
Donating for a great cause and shaving Eddie's head, it's a win-win.
I didn't agree to that.
Thank you in advance for all the support, whether donating, sharing, raising awareness.
Remember, positivity changes the world positively. I'm Dionte.
I'm Elsie.
I'm Eddie. Thank you for being a part of Eddie Rose Live. Hello, hello, hello. Say hi, heroes.
Hi, heroes! Why is it just me?
I don't know. You're the only one who said it. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for being here for another fantastic episode of NevaeH, the Final Frontier. And today is the first official episode of Season 2. That's all I'm going to say for now. It's going to be fun.
It's a season where we all die.
This is the... this is... Man, how do I explain what I've written for this one?
Does Judas become a Titan? Confirmed.
Confirmed. Judas is a Titan. What? None.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. He's an abnormal, for sure.
At this point in the story, you're all familiar with some idea of what's going on. For those of you who are watching, that's going to be a little bit of an info dump, not in the annoying, here's all the exposition, now go, because we're obviously on, the 11th chapter of this story. But you'll see how it all ties together. So unfortunately, Mings is still out. She's taking care of some stuff at home that's very pressing. So it is what it is. She'll be brought back into the story. I know she's watching the streams in the background and asking me a ton of questions. So worry not. She's not missing out on anything but playing. But we will have her back in. Also, something has changed with Angel's Blessing, but we'll see. And creating a forbidden weapon is gone because everyone got a forbidden weapon, and they're going to be role-playing that out today. What else? As you guys can see in the top left corner, 20K for Texas. That is the goal. We got 9 days left, and we haven't hit 1%. We haven't hit 1%. That's okay. Donations are always appreciated, never required. And they're going straight to Texas in case you didn't see the long-ass video that we have playing at the beginning of every video for the next 9 days. I know Dionte doesn't like it, but it's okay. I don't like it either. My face is there. It's like, but yeah, so I don't really have to spout too much about it. You guys know what's going on with Texas. We're trying to help them out. So all of your donations are going there. Let's see. I think that's all I've got. So whoever wants to, give me a recap.
Honestly, so much happened last episode. I forgot to write down a lot of it.
Since it was Xander's door.
This is my time to shine once again. Okay, so I gotta look at you guys so you can understand, go through the wave of emotions with me. So we started the episode with me being in the void, and I hear a voice telling me that I'm like, I want to get out of here. The voice is like slow or fast. I'm like fast, and they're like great. And then we get out. You'll find out about that bitch later. We get back on the boat, and we eventually figure out that the doorway into the island to find the treasure that my party was looking for initially is inside the mouth of the Kraken. So thanks to one of the blessings that we get, or not one of the blessings, thanks to lack of the her spell actually, we're able to breathe underwater, and we swim into the mouth of the Kraken, and inside the Kraken it turns into a island of sorts, I guess, where the land is there and the sea is above us, and it's really weird. And as we're all trying to figure out what to do and how to get to the treasure, the voice inside of Xander's head tells him that this is going to be the place where somebody really important to me dies, which was my boo thing, my love, Damien. And I was trying to figure out how I could do whatever I could to keep him alive, but then I came up with a great idea that, you shouldn't really be changing things in these memories anyway, so bam. And we find this puzzle that's attached to this giant door that says as above, so below, and there's all these stones and stuff, and every time we move one of the stones, it does something. We move the white stones and it's blowing the wind everywhere, and we're getting tossed around. Moving the blue stones, and it starts raining like super crazy, and it's like, oh god, we're gonna like drown. And then moving the red stones while we're trying to figure out how to open this door in the room, the area that we're in is slowly filling up with water and stuff. Lagatha, using one of her angel's blessings, kind of gets told how to do it, so she's directing us on how to do it and everything. And we're basically in a soup of our own, literally, like we're the soup. We're in the water and it was boiling, and we returned to soup. It was gross. And then we get the door open and we go inside, and there's it's a giant room full of treasure as far as the eye can see. And there's the magical stone that we were looking for initially that was the center of what we were supposed to be finding for said treasure. And Damien goes in and he grabs it, and the power starts to corrupt him. And everyone's like, what are we going to do? How are we going to save him? And I make the executive decision. It really broke my heart to do it, but I said to just let it happen, because I have this theory that whenever we do something in these memories, it changes stuff for the worse as opposed to changing for the better. I did. I definitely did. Did I? That's not
Skip
fair.
over what?
Anyway, so I'm watching my baby get turned into dust, basically, with the power consuming him. And he tells me that he loves me, and it breaks my heart. And then he's absorbed by the stone or whatever. And then I take the power for myself. And
I cried.
after that happened, I cried. I definitely cried. There's a lot of tears going on. After that happens, a door appears, and we think that's the way to get out. But Judas comes through the door, and it's like, what the hell? Why are you here? Demon whore. And it's like, oh, okay, I'm thinking that he's been ready to come back for 7 years. So I embrace my dad energy, and I stand in front of him like, oh, I'm trying to protect you. And he's like, I'm not here for him. I'm here for you. And I'm like, what? And then he disrespectfully flicks me in the forehead. And then the little demon bitch Jezebel that was inside of my head, she comes out of my body. Everybody could see it because of one of our angel's blessings. We had a lot of angel's blessings, actually. It was a lot. There's a lot going on. And she comes out and she takes over Damien's body and brings him back to life, basically. She's using him as like a meat sack, more or less. And I refuse to let that happen. So I finally use my pact of familiars, and I summon the dragon. And I tell that dragon to like burn this man to like complete and total nothingness, so that she can't use my lover's deceased body for her own evil intent, whatever it is. And after that happens, he starts to come back, which is really disgusting. Judas walks through the door, and we can't get to him because he already left. So that was the thing. They're like, hey, you know what? We're going to tag team because you guys are getting really strong, and together you're kind of figure out what's going on. So maybe we need to team up so that we can, Then the last thing that happens is we go through the door after I watch Damien disappear from me for a second time, which kind of sucked. And rather than going back to NevaeH like we thought we would, we're inside of somewhere where we hear a bunch of like armory type sounds, I guess, in the background. Someone's like, oh, great, we're here, let's go, something like that. And that's where we ended.
Real quick, I have a question specifically for Seven Deer.
Yeah.
Did your boo thing, not Seven Deer, for Xander, did your boo thing get vision?
I hate it here.
I
hate it here.
We don't trade lives.
This is the last episode that Xander Dustcoin is going to be in. Thank you guys so much for having me. It's been swell.
Bye.
It just dawned on me. I was like, oh shit, hold on.
Well, you wrote it. What do you mean?
It's always fun as a DM to see, like, to create something and be like, this is fantastic, and then later on be like, did I steal this from a show? Like, I don't care if I did, because it's still fantastic. But
Red Wedding?
it does make me wonder. That one was intentional.
Oh,
Yeah, that
obviously.
beautiful blanket was absolutely intentional.
Oh,
Nothing you're about to go through is. Thank you so much for the host. All right. Check it out. Let me refresh chat because I feel like I haven't seen any messages. Oh no, I got the last one from Ziggy. It was connecting again. That's not good. Yep, that's not good. That's fine. I did it on my phone. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so are you all ready to begin?
Always ready.
Here we go.
This
Exactly.
weird building you've walked into looks like the beginning of a mining shaft, with wooden planks and structures kind of holding up what you could easily assume would be the exterior of a cave entrance. Just beyond it, you can see fire, or you can see more rocks, a very nicely polished floor that stretches out for a while, and the cave itself opens up into this huge cavern, and there's more than one forge, and it looks like there are people working all around it. The person who's talking to you is the only person not working at one of the forges, happening to be in the center of this vast cavern. They are standing next to a forge that is lit, and they are staring directly at you. This man is old. Not wrinkly, I can't focus or live my life old, but definitely, for lack of a better way of explaining this, that old guy that can definitely kick your ass in every anime. He's the Dos Equis man.
You mean Boomy?
He's also very tall. He looks to be probably about 15 feet tall, and built. He's not wearing a shirt, and you can see burn marks from the forge, as well as some strange brandings, tattoos that have stretched and contorted with his age. He's got gray hair and a thick beard going all the way around, and he is bald.
oh God, he's hot.
But yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, not you describing my man.
The top of his head has a scar that goes down past one of his eyes, which looks like it's perpetually closed. And he is scowling at you with his arms crossed. He goes, well, you're just gonna stand there, or are you gonna come in?
We'll come in then.
This isn't NevaeH.
It's really not, and quite frankly, I'm still kind of heartbroken a little bit, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to kill that bitch Jezebel, so since we don't know what we're doing, we might as well go forward, because I really don't want him yelling at me now, too. Yep, let's go forward.
Kid, question.
Huh?
Does this place seem familiar to you?
No. Not at all.
You see a 15-foot tall man, and you don't think this reminds you of anything?
Well, he's as tall as my dad, but he doesn't have ears.
Oh, touche.
And that's not my dad, no.
A
My
random
dad's much
question.
bigger.
Not to be a perv or anything, but is your dad hot too? sorry, too soon. Anyway, let's go forward.
Honeybee, thank you for the host. Also, I've lost all sound in my headphones. 1 second, please.
No, my dad We lived in a forest. It wasn't really hot.
All right, we're good.
Mic on.
Just hit the
I
cable a
suppose the
little
next
bit.
test would to be
Thank you for
if
the bits.
this gentleman can see all of us and not just perhaps. If this is your door,
Hey, tall 15-foot guy that's really hot. Alright, can you see me? Hello?
He
Hello?
goes, compliments will get you nowhere. Get over here, Dragon Boy. Bring your friends too.
I'm gonna respectfully fly over. I ain't gonna lie. Let's go, team!
So you're all going?
Oh, okay.
Can I do a perceptive check?
Yes, go ahead.
An Arcana check?
13.
Yeah, remember, girl, if I lose sound, you lose sound. Everything is going through my headphones. Whatever my headphones are picking up is going through the stream. So that's why I was like, oh no. But I just snapped on the cable, that's all. I'll try to get a set of wireless ones. I hear the 13.
You guys missed my hot dad comment.
Yeah, we missed it. I'm trying to get a set of wireless, so if anyone has any recommendations, let me know. And no, I do not have an Amazon wish list because I don't want your money.
I rolled an 18 for Arcana.
All right, check it out. The 13. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or do you just want the landscape?
Like, landscape to figure out, like, what's going on, where we're heading.
Gotcha. So there doesn't seem to be any other exit outside of the one that you came through. Outside of that, you've got stalagmites and stalactites. Everything seems to be covered in soot, almost as if you were inside of an active volcano or some cavern within it. You can hear the noises of other people working on the forges, and upon any type of further inspection of these people, they seem to be blurry, almost out of focus. And while you can hear what they're working on, any of them that would be talking, you cannot hear what they're saying. Some of them are looking at you and talking, but they are also blurry. For your Arcana check, there is nothing but demonic presence all around you. The man looks to you all and goes,
Let's see.
"Alright, 4. There's supposed to be 5 of you. That's fine. We'll just have to make do with what we've got."
What?
What are you
Do
talking
other
about?
people... Do you guys see that they're blurry?
Because you don't want to talk to them. If you do, you may not find yourself leaving this place.
they're demons, aren't they?
They're
They're not good, I'll tell you that for sure.
lost.
Lost soul.
At some point,
Lost
we all
from
were, I
heaven.
suppose, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. My name is Cain.
Cain, you
He
are a
looks
black.
at you all really confused at your reactions, because I see that this name means something, but is still a surprise. It's becoming quite apparent to me you haven't figured out what's been going on. All right, let's
No
take this from the
clue.
top. Who knows what? Let's start there. I don't feel like repeating myself. Go ahead, Dragon Boy.
First off, I kind of like when you call me Dragon Boy, but let's calm that down. Anyway, so from what the knowledge that I have is that we're stuck in a kind of purgatory situation, and what we think we know about NevaeH might not actually be what's real about NevaeH, and it's kind of confusing because I feel like Kenny Buckets, I don't know if you know Kenny personally, but that's the name we gave him. Anyway, don't mind that. You're
Focus,
fine.
kid,
Don't worry.
focus.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right. Let's just slow down, kid. Listen. You've passed purgatory. I'm guessing that most likely happened when you arrived.
You were telling me before you finished that I was right about the purgatory thing.
Well, let's just slow down a second, kid. I don't know what you think is right, but we can figure this out together. It's going to be very important before we figure out what the next steps are for you. All right. Traditionally speaking, there are 9 circles of hell. You're familiar with this concept, yes?
Yes.
All right. He sighs. He looks to the forge and he closes one of the vents, and the flame inside of it snuffs out, and the entire area around you gets like really cold and darkens. As it darkens, the smoke starts swirling and painting pictures of everything he's describing. He goes, you have to understand how life works. I've been around for a while. You have an idea, and you tell this idea to a friend. And this friend has and believes in the same idea you do. And in doing so, you began to give this idea life. Way, way far back before your time. The idea of heaven and hell was planted like a seed in the minds of so many. It was given life. Now, before we continue, what would you call wherever you live? Thank you for following, Stardust. Much love and appreciation. Where would you... What do you call wherever you landed? I'm guessing you all didn't know each other in some capacity and arrived.
How do you know all this?
You're not the first travelers I've ever met. You probably won't be the last if you fail.
They called it the last frontier, NevaeH.
That's what they're calling it now.
What were they calling it before?
It's had all sorts of names. For quite a while it was known solely as Purgatory, and then the game changed. They realized, they being demons, fallen angels, the ideas we created. When the name Purgatory became such a stoic and malicious idea in the names of the living, in order for it to retain a semblance of power and structure, things had to change. Things have changed so much over time. The reality is, the final frontier as you know it doesn't exist, or maybe it is a mirror to an actual final frontier, but I can imagine if you're talking to me, it's not where you actually went. That's not to say everything that you've learned up to this point is a lie. It just means that your journey is probably on a path of peril.
You guys think this has something to do with the whole as above, so below thing we keep seeing?
He goes, so some things don't change.
So,
Explain yourself, tall, handsome man.
is a portion of what you're fabricated?
More accurately, it is suited for each and every one of you. Now, let's see. Demons don't have the ability to send you up and down a specific level. Archangels do. Fallen angels do. How
did we go
moving down? Because I am a transitionary point
Fine.
between
Sure.
the 4th and 5th level.
It may be when you attacked Judas.
Shh. We followed Judas.
Oh
Don't
no,
tell
I
him we
had the
attacked
intent.
Judas.
I had the intent to attack him. Speaking of
I
Judas,
actually did. No, she's right. I
You're
hit that
right.
bitch.
Do you know who Judas is by any chance?
I'm familiar with my siblings.
Sibling? Wait. Hold on. So, by that logic, then, you're some sort of demon, obviously. But how can we be sure that your intentions aren't malicious, like your siblings? Because I definitely have it out for that bitch Jezebel.
Would killing you mean anything to him?
He, he shakes his head. He goes, "You misunderstand. Judas and Jezebel are fallen angels. I am a demon." We're getting off track. How are you moving between the different circles of hell? I imagine you walk through this door, and he points off to the door. He goes, "And this is not where you want it to be."
Not at all.
Nope.
Not specifically this door. Now,
We
normally what
kept
happens
going
is
through doors.
Kenny Buckets usually has the doors
Who
kind
the
of
hell is Kenny Buckets?
kind of forget that you guys aren't all in the know.
They are
Base-
angel who been the one give us this journey to prevent the end of our world. Been sending us through these doors. Somehow we here.
So if I understand correctly, the device that was created to transition you down to the ninth circle is a series of doors, and you just go through and that's it. There has to be more to this. This is crucial in your future endeavors. I have to understand before I help forge anything that can help you survive. What's up, Dragon Boy?
So the way that what we were told is that all of these doors are attached to memories of ours. So every door has something written on top of it, and
What's
each of these
written?
doors, the 7 deadly sins. I'm assuming we've gone through pride, we've gone through
Lust.
lust, we've gone through envy, so far at least. These doors have been attached to memories within our group's party, and when we go through, it takes us and we try to figure out what to change to prevent the end of the world. That's what Kenny Buckets, the angel, or fallen angel, archangel, I really don't know anymore at this point. I'm very confused. That's what they've been telling us. Yeah.
He shakes his head and he goes, no, that's all different. All right, listen. The smoke starts to swirl differently, and it starts painting a different picture than the 9 circles. He goes, you guys are not going through the 9 circles, you're going through the descent. The descent is a lot different. I imagine you've probably been seeing numbers, and the as above, so below has reflected in different places. Has it reached a point where the words are no longer appearing and manifesting?
No, but the numbers have stopped.
Okay, that could be a semblance of the same thing. Allow me. Okay. He looks very, very frustrated. He goes, this is a very, very ancient understanding of hell. A lot of the modern takes include 7 sins, finding yourself enveloped in rage and feeling and experiencing such things. Though I imagine if you've already gone through a few doors, you're not feeling any of the prior sins, which means you're being tested in some capacity. Failing these tests equals a deeper descent. If you descend far enough, there will be no return. This is much worse than the 9 circles, because instead of being tortured, you're manifesting it. You have all become catalysts of each other's hell.
Question.
Is
Kip,
Kenny
the floor is
Bucket
yours.
just torturing us? For fun?
Does Kenny Buckets even know what's going on? Because I feel like, what if Kenny's being... Oh, my head hurts so much.
My head hurts. I want to go
So,
home.
you said if we keep going down, but we keep going through doors and like the numbers are completely different. How do we know if we're going down or if we're like failing these doors or not?
That's what I'm here to find out. Listen, there's only one way to clear the descent. It's known as cleansing. You have to go through it and find yourself on the other side.
Is that
As above, so below. If you descend farther into hell, the opposite is your ascension through heaven. Let's assume for this that you're dead. If you are on a journey to cleanse yourselves, you must go as far as you possibly can. And only making it through successfully will you find yourselves in heaven. I should imagine.
so it's not a completely a bad thing that we're
More accurately, you can't go backwards.
But I just want to go home.
If your home is with the living, I don't know what to tell you. To be honest, I don't know if you're dead or not. There's no test for that here.
not sure. Or some type of letter arrived. I imagine the same comments here. In fact, that is how we.
He goes, things aren't adding up. He looks very frustrated. And he goes, alright.
You look how we feel.
I just want to go home.
The time for tears is not now, little giant. He sighs, and you can see that he's contemplating going back over his thousands of years of experience and memories. And then he finally nods his head and he goes, all right. Ignore the sins. It doesn't make sense. It must be a red herring. The 9 circles are what they are utilizing as the foundation for your descent. But there aren't 9 of you. It's not applicable. Just because it's not applicable doesn't mean the rules don't apply. Assuming the same rules as the 9 circles applies. Have you changed or done anything that would directly impact your life on any of the circles?
2 times out of 3.
Now, are you asking seriously or...
I apologize. Obviously, I'm just joking.
So, listen, we just went through my door memory situation, and still kind of not exactly the best. We were attacked by Judas and Jezebel, who somehow inhabited my mind, which I'm really concerned on how that happened. But I didn't see any
He goes,
numbers in it.
wait, they did what?
So, we were fighting a kraken, and I dropped into the void, and I was trying to figure out how to get out. I heard voices in there. I asked how to get out. They asked slow or fast. I said fast, and then I kind of just reappeared. But Jezebel somehow got into my head, and she was telling me all these things about how the love of my life was going to die, and I could have changed it, but something told me to let was to run its way how it's supposed to, and for some reason I didn't see any numbers. I only saw as above, so below, but no real numbers or anything with that one. And I'm assuming maybe it's because I didn't change anything that it happened that way, but still kind of concerned.
Jezebel also tried to take Damien's body.
And I am
was
Judas's
horrible.
original host. In fact, it's been quite a while since he's taken over.
The forge has grown very quiet now. More of the fires are out, and a lot of these blurry people are kind of standing and watching, like they can hear, even though you can't hear them. Kane takes a deep breath and shakes his head, and he goes, "Well, with this information, I can confirm exactly two things. One, you're all definitely alive, and the possibility of going home exists. Two, you are all chosen vessels. Have none of you else had this experience? You said you've gone through a few doors now.
No.
No, I haven't.
What happens when you go through the door and you see the memories? It's not adding up.
Like when we went through my door, they could see me, but not everyone else. And they couldn't change anything, but I could. And it happened the same way for Minx, which she's somewhere. She was saved in the loot store, and she's probably somewhere so now. But when we went through, they couldn't see any one of us except for me in my door.
Kane nods slowly and goes, "So you went through and re-experienced a memory.
Yes.
It's possible that these memories are chosen points in your timeline where you are at your weakest and therefore most vulnerable for possession. You're all vessels."
There was a demon dog in mine.
He goes, "No,
So
they're fodder compared to the archangels and the fallen angels."
look at him.
Good distraction. Probably more of the fabrication that you were told by the skinny buckets or whomever to help paint the picture. If any of you have given in to a turning point in your previous lives, you have opened a door in your timelines. You will very much still have to descend. But you can't change anything else. No matter how dark, no matter where they take you in your memories, if you give in, you open the door for them. And for you, Dragon Boy, I can only assume that your time behind your door made them aware that you'd make a different option. And in response, they took you. My concern now is that you've now twice mentioned this Minx to me, and I don't happen to see them. Where was Minx last seen?
She was floating in the ocean. Not to say
She was
kind of
going
like
towards the portal to the island.
she was lost with my crew, and now that I think about it, I'm not really sure what happened.
And you said no one else has experienced what you've gone through when you were taken?
Not that we know of.
It's safe to assume your friend Minx is no longer your friend Minx. seems to me she was trapped inside of one of the memories.
Is there a way to save her in another time?
Folklore believes that exorcisms work, that foods, nature, nurturing, even killing for the sake of removing the soul so it can find its way to a heavenly body are all applicable ways. But the reality is you're already here. That's a good thing and a bad thing for you. You have the opportunity to fight at the source instead of through the vessel. The downside to that is they have home field advantage.
Are there
So
any
what do we
telltale
do?
signs?
They differ from fallen to fallen. I am not equipped, he looks around, I am not equipped with the library to give you any type of historical understanding of the different fallen ones, but going by order, you've seen Jezebel and you've seen Judas, and we can't determine who Kenny Buckets is. It's safe to assume the next will be Legion.
Legion is another fallen.
Yes. Legion is one and Legion is many. It will be a daunting task if your friend Minx is possessed to figure out if the Minx you're talking to is the Minx you know. Legion specifically can clone their vessel. Imagine walking into a room and there's 10 of you.
Can he clone memories?
Yes. So long as the host soul remains intact, they have access to all of you.
So what do we do?
Fight.
Very specific.
You can't kill a fallen with the tools you have.
I assume that's why we...
I imagine whatever desires you had before going through that door amplified in such an effect that it brought you here. I'll do what I can, if you do what you must. Understand that that could mean killing your own. Until then, he opens the vent and the smoke starts moving normal again and the forge lights up. Other forges around the area start lighting up as well, and some of the blurred people that you can't really make out are here have resumed whatever work that they were doing. He walks over to a specific spot in the polished ground and he taps his foot in a specific pattern and it raises up a shelf of incomplete weapons. These weapons are all sorts of shapes and sizes. Some of them look like books, some of them look like traditional swords and shields. And he goes, I'll need something from you, something personal. As you can see, when it comes to hell, memories, concepts, and ideas breed power. I can create the same for you. I will warn you in advance. These weapons will be tethered to your very soul. If you lose them, they may become corrupted, and you could become a vessel much faster, but so long as they are within your possession, it should help give you the edge you need to do true damage to your enemies. I promise you, without them, you don't stand a chance.
Can I get this stick?
Because I can create something similar or something better. But what will you offer first?
Give him your stick, Kip, so you can get a bigger
He
stick.
looks to Seven Deer first. He goes, I can see the weight and the burden you carry.
Seven Deer nods slowly as he slowly trying to hold back.
He goes, Ken goes, I had a brother once. I let my rage fuel my actions. And for thousands of years, I have remained here to ponder, not as a servant to hell, but to repent for heaven. I am my brother's keeper. I understand that now. Who shall you keep? He reaches on the shelf and he grabs this bow that looks like it's carved out of wood, and it's not completely intact. Parts of it are rusted over, parts of it need patching, welding, soldering. There we go. I'm like, what do you do to metal? And he hands it out to you to hold. It's very heavy. He goes, how does this feel?
Seven Deer reaches for it, begins to struggle with holding with both hands, kind of crouching down. This is a metaphor.
He goes, the weight of each weapon you get is lighter, and the strength is more powerful when you decide what to give it. Only when a piece of your soul is infused is the weight manageable. He says, while you hold it, what do you offer?
Takes in a deep breath, heavily sighs, and he looks to the necklace that hangs around his neck. This burden I carry with me, this memory of her, this was hers. I feel this is the most possible gift out of any that I have.
Ken nods, and he holds his hand out for the necklace and the bow.
He gives the bow, but he takes a moment to himself before he tugs on the necklace as it breaks from his neck, and begrudgingly holds it out, drops it to Kane's before he lowers his head and hopes that he did the right choice.
As he, just before it would hit Kane's hand, it liquefies and it floats just over the palm of his hand. And he carries the bow over to the fire and he places it in his entire hand. As he removes his hand, the burn marks disappear. And then he holds out the melted necklace and it seeps between his fingers and it spills over the bow, filling in some of the lines and the cracks and the crevices from the worn metal. He closes the furnace and it drops down into the ground. You can hear the mountain shifting and changing, almost like there are gears intertwined inside the cavern before a different empty forge opens up. And he walks over to Kip. He holds out in his hand a claw that attaches to your fingers. They are shaped like dragon claws, with a point at each end, but it's not a full gauntlet, and it only braces the hand. He holds it out to you, and he goes, "Try this on." If you were to try it on, you would feel that it is restricting almost immediately, like it wants to meld to your skin, but not in a fun manner, in a definite draining, almost like you can't breathe. It would be the equivalent of putting on a corset that's too tight.
It's a bit tight.
It'll get better when you decide what you want to offer it.
She looks up to Seven there.
He looks back at her.
Can I borrow your sword?
He nods
Please.
and he unsheathes it, holds it out to her. Yeah.
Kip takes it. My mother always told me that I was never allowed to cut it because that meant that I was a widow. I'm never allowed to marry. But if this means I can see her again. And she grabs the long hair that goes all the way down to her knees and cuts it at her nape. She hands over this big sack.
The hair looks like it's catching in the wind before floating and not tangling itself so much as swirling like flowing water over the palm of his hand. It almost constricts down to a manageable size, though it still carries the same weight. He takes the claw back in his other hand and does the same procedure as he did with the bow. It disappears into the ground, causing more rumbling, and moves away before he walks over to Lagatha. He holds out a feather that is so black it looks like you could reach inside. It is so absolutely dark. He holds it out for you to take. The weight of this specific feather doesn't exist, but upon grabbing it, you would feel a very unnatural pull, almost a hole in gravity that would feel inescapable. And he goes, "The properties of this feather will bless you and repel, but until you offer it something worthy, it will only take. What will you offer it?"
She looks at the feather, looks at her wrist, to her arm ring that was given to her that was passed down from each parent. And this is like the word of your bond. Like, you're not supposed to ever take the armband off, arm ring. And like, it's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. She looks at it and she's like, here.
He nods and he takes the bracelet. It twirls around once, then twice, and then it uncoils itself, and the different strands and jewels float just above his hand. And he takes the feather back, and the same procedure happens where it goes into the forge and disappears. The forge, for this one, the flames actually turn blue before the feather goes into it. Your audio is cutting out a little bit. Do you mind moving your microphone a little bit forward on your face for me, please? Thank you.
Cool.
That was you. Oh yeah, that's way better. Perfect. He walks over to Xander. And he frowns. He goes, Dragon Boy, it seems you already have your weapon.
I could kind of see that one coming before you got to me.
Nevertheless,
I do have a question, Mr. Kane.
just a moment. He goes, nevertheless, I think it's high time we activated that power within you. You may want an artifact to contain it. And he pulls out this orb, and within the orb, it looks like stars keep going in and out. What will you offer it?
Xander has a wave of emotions of all the time that he spent with Damien kind of like rush all over him at once. And seeing that for some reason pulls at his heart, literally. And he realizes that in order for me to do this properly, I have to give up the power that I just got from Damien, which means I kind of have to, for a moment, be apart from my love again. And gives that stone that Damien gave to him to give him his power. He kisses it one time and then he begrudgingly hands it over. Please take care of this. This means my entire life to me.
The orb almost seems to open up in a kaleidoscope effect, and the stone floats inside of it before it shuts, and it starts to shimmer at its core like the brightest star inside before it starts to flicker out. And Kane goes, this is a brilliant offering, the immense power behind it, but it does not seem to retain itself. I believe you must fortify this with a stronger memory, perhaps a relic related to it, something of the past.
I kind of have a aha moment, and give me 1 second. Actually, maybe you can actually help me out with this. And I pull off my Dungeoneer's pack, and I'm like rifling through the bag, and I'm like, sorry guys, give me 1 second. I know I'm sorry, it's really unprofessional. My bad. Still a spell. And then I pull out a mysterious letter, and I'm like, I for as long as I've been going down this path, I've had this letter. A colleague of mine gave it to me, and to this day, I can't really decipher what it is, but I also feel like it's super, super important.
Kane nods and goes, this might suffice. Would you allow me? He holds his hand out for it.
Do as you must.
As soon as Kane touches the letter, the ink turns red and it burns through the paper, and the actual letters written float in the air for a moment before a ripple shoots out from them and it silences the entire cavern. The letters float into the orb, making the flickering white star burn a brilliant red before shimmering back down to its white. The other stars that look like they were going in and out are now fixated and focused, and whichever star you would focus on suddenly becomes the center of the orb. As the echo reverberates around the walls, it starts to come back in, bringing the other sound with it, and you hear Damien's voice, and the letter's words reach out to everyone in the building. And it says, "Hello, love. Bit awkward writing you a letter when you're sleeping right next to me. Look, you've been through a lot, and I keep watching you grow and prosper, and it's not that I don't want to be by your side. Don't get me wrong. This isn't one of those weird breakup letters where people can't confess how they truly feel in person. Come on, you know me better than that. But I can't help but love watching you grow. Seeing the powerful dragonborn I've always known you've had within you, and the confidence that follows with it, it inspires me. You are the greatest treasure I have ever had. And if I can never find the words to say it, hopefully you'll find the letter in your bag that you never go through. And you'll know my heart is true. Never question that, no matter what. I am yours eternally, Damien." The Forge sounds come back. What's up, dude?
I fucking hate it here.
I was like,
my God,
this man is not doing this to me right now.
I'm not crying again for this fucking campaign. I refuse.
How's Xander doing?
Can we take a break?
Xander's crying. Xander's crying hard. Tears are literally streaming down his face. You can see his scales glistening from the firelight, glistening off of his tears, rolling down his scaly skin. This man is in tears. He's crying. You can't console him right now. He's just gripping his heart because that's where he knows Damien is, and he's just crying. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just crying.
Kane doesn't shed a tear. He just kind of watches. He's old. He's seen a lot, man. He's just like, yeah, makes sense. He hands you back the orb, and as you would reach out for it, it begins floating, circles around you twice, and disappears. And he goes, "Your weapons won't work here. Nothing we forge here works here. Otherwise, we'd all just escape." And he chuckles. He's like, "But I imagine wherever you go next, it'll be there, and so will your friend." The forge begins making that churning noise again as the other ones pop up. Yes, Boo Boo, what is your question?
Oh, it was to Kane.
Go ahead. Kane looks at you as the other forges are coming up. They've already transitioned into furnaces, and I just forgot the step. I forgot what it's called when you. They basically have already dredged all the weapons and inside of their oils and waters and whatnot, and they're coming up in a presentation.
Quenching?
No, I think it's called quenching. I genuinely can't remember what it's called, but it's like.
Yeah, it's quenching.
It's a quenching. Thank you. All right. My whole brain shut off right there. Yes. They're coming up nice and cleanly on a table, just kind of spread out. Kane looks to Lagatha and goes, "Yes."
Should I be worried that the flame turned blue?
He goes, "Well, no."
What's that mean?
He frowns for a moment and he goes, "I'll be honest. I've no idea. I don't get to see my creations at work."
Sir, not to really, discredit your work or anything, because incredible, I'm sure, fantastic. What do you mean you don't know? Like, this is, you said you've been around a long time, and you mean to tell me that this is the first time you've seen something like this? It makes us all a little concerned, don't you think?
He goes, "Dragon Boy, I did not say this is the first time I've seen this. I said I do not know how the weapons work. I know that they work. I can feel the power emanating from them. I wouldn't give you something bunk. But since they cannot be tested here, I cannot tell you what the blue flame means.
Is there a way we can reach you if we go anywhere else? Like you got a cell
have
phone, like
never
little ring?
seen someone return here successful on their adventure.
Oh no, we'll never see you again! And Kip gives him a big hug.
He's just kind of standing there, like, with his arms folded, like a rock, just not moving.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I expected.
Can I use my telepathy to ask him
Kane?
a question?
You can try.
Okay. Do I have to roll for that?
You don't have to roll for it.
Cool. Kane.
As soon as you say Kane, you hear get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Oh.
It's not his voice.
Wait, huh? What, huh?
I don't know, it's in your head. Can...
No. Nope. Wait a minute.
Are you asking me or are you asking a game?
The game, hold on. Who... This doesn't sound like Jezebel. Who are you? I'm so sick of people being inside of my head that I don't want to hear. Who are you?
What?
The voice changes to Jezebel's voice. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? What are you doing?
I'm going to hock a mental loogie on her head again.
It doesn't work, but you can pretend, sure.
I'm spitting on her. Listen here. You wench.
She goes, wait. Hold on. I'm using your ears. Is that...
Blah, 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 blah. You don't get to use my ears. This is my body, my head. You're in my domain right now, wench. Like I said, where are you?
Your nose, then. You can't stop that one. I smell brimstone? How far did you go?
I'm leaving. Bye.
Huh.
Hanging up now, bye!
I left. You can't talk to me. I'm right there.
That's gonna come back later. We're gonna have fun with that.
Crying.
Almost as soon as Dionte hangs up, Buki hears a voice that goes, "Are you all hiding?" It's inside of Buki's head. Different voice. It's Judas this time.
We know who it
Not
is.
Buki, my bad. 7 Years voice. My apologies. You're so good at your character. That's my excuse.
I mean...
Are you all hiding? Did you not come through? Bizarre. How did you end up there? Judas has had a lot more time inside of your body, so it's a lot harder to keep them out. And thank you for the 2 bits, honeybee. You got rid of that 69%. I see you. 0.69%. We got a long way to go. Judas goes,
Something good ruined by that.
Kane, what is little bro up to? Helping another group. This is annoying. And then the voice goes quiet. Kane looks to you all and goes, well, don't just stand there. Have at it. And he steps to the side for you to grab your weapons.
Okay.
He kind of like wiggles himself out of Kip's arms. Ziggy, thank you for the 100 bits. Who you giving that angel's blessing to?
Dionte. He needs some cheering up.
Remember, you get 1 per game unless you roll it before break. Which would be about 20 minutes. Yep, it went to Dionte. So yeah, you guys gonna grab your weapons, or are you just gonna think about it?
Yeah, grab my weapon and put the feather.
As soon as you grab the feather, it almost floats up and like stares at you. It doesn't have eyes, but you can almost feel that intense blackness that normally is drawing you in. Like it feels like it's looking at you, but not in a threatening manner, but like a dog happy to see you. And it zooms around you like a Quidditch from Harry Potter before it disappears.
No, wait.
Kane goes, weapons don't work here. Have patience. It'll return.
But what do
Next.
how do I call it? Like a dog?
He shrugs.
I'm gonna walk over to my
So how?
scope star orb.
No,
you
the
got
orb has
the
disappeared too. You got it back already. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Because you already had the power, so he didn't have to forge it for you. Who's grabbing next?
me.
Kip's gonna put on her gloves. On her gauntlets.
Well, they're not gauntlets so much as I'll send you a picture later, or I'll try to pull it up on stream as a.
Because I was trying to look that up and I was like,
Yeah, they're like a very specific thing.
I'm like, am I going to be Wolverine?
No.
Look here, bub.
Seven deer?
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
I have to
actually-
explain what happened to.
Before you grab your weapon, can I ask you a question?
Hold
Seven?
on. I have to explain what happened. Go ahead and check the stream because I'm about to put it on that right now, so you can see.
My
what
phone's dead.
Oof. Okay, then I'll put it on stream so that everyone can see it, and then I will send it to you.
Okay, you better break the fourth wall, man.
That is what it looked like.
I figured.
Yeah. But it's
That
on.
looks like two women kissing.
What? But it's on all of your fingers. I'll send it directly to you as well. You can put the phone
Oh,
down.
I
Daniel.
see. I
Yeah.
see. I got it.
So it's just on your fingers. Immediately upon putting it on, you feel the metal. It doesn't melt into your skin, but it almost feels like flesh. How light it's become. If you weren't looking at it, you would think it wasn't there, and then as you're looking at it, it shimmers and disappears.
Mr.
Kane looks to the last of you after nodding to Kip. Your
7 deer.
turn.
I kill him. I'll swear.
Um,
7 deer.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I thought you grabbed it, but go ahead.
Oh, he reaches out to grab the bow.
As just before your hand would grab it, it floats up to your hand, and your fingers almost instinctively grip around it to grab it, like a broom from Harry Potter. I promise this is the end of the Harry Potter references. They're just really good for like explaining shit when it comes to like other people watching.
Everyone knows what you
Everyone knows
mean,
Harry
yeah.
Potter, yeah. I could say telepathically, but that could look different. The bow doesn't have a string on it, but you can hear a very, very quiet humming coming from it. And that's it for now. Your bow disappears.
Mr. Kane, is there any way you can come with us? Can we take you with us?
He holds his hands out, and these chains appear. And they appear, these shackles appear, and they appear around his feet and his neck and his waist as well. And he goes, "Afraid not. It's not my time yet."
Oh, I'm sorry.
He goes, "Don't blame yourself. I know what I
I'm
did."
not.
Can you show us the way out?
And he nods his head over towards the door. As he does so, the shackles disappear. And he goes, "I imagine it's back the way you came, but think wisely about where you want to go next time. Like I said, things are different. You do
You are
not want to
very
walk into the wrong place."
You were very kind to us. You don't deserve to be here.
He smiles slightly. "Get going, kids."
I'm gonna run over and hug his leg really quick, and then. turn
Kip's gonna
around
join.
and go crying at the
Lagatha, you come here and I'll give me 2.
It's okay. Keep cool, Daddy. And just walk.
You cool, daddy.
Is Seven saying anything?
No, he just has the resolve for himself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what are y'all doing?
Kib is still holding and crying, but I don't know what you guys are doing.
Kane's not saying anything.
Seven Deer will make his way towards the exit.
I pat Kip on the shoulder. I'm like, I know, I don't want to leave him either, but we
I
have
don't
to
want
go.
to go. He's the first friendly person we've met so far.
And listen,
I'm so
maybe
sick of
we can
people
find a way
trying to
do
chop
it.
my head off.
Listen, we're gonna find a way to come back to him, okay? Because I don't want to leave him either.
I don't want to leave him here.
I don't either.
While they're crying, I'm gonna like walk towards the exit. Make my way downtown. Walk inside.
Okay. When I die, I'm coming back for you. she
It's
just
very harsh, but okay. You want to hold hands while we walk over to the door?
Mhm.
Okay. And even though her hand's like 3 times my size, I still hold her hand.
her hand is like 3 of your heads.
I put my arm inside of her hand.
You're like
I
holding her.
slide next to
You're
her.
like holding her finger.
So now we're all back at the door that we came through originally.
All right. As you're at the door, it keeps changing. It's not its size, but its materials, its properties. It goes from wooden to metal, to a nice painted one that would definitely fit a white picket fence. And it's just shuffling through different types of doors before you hear a loud clicking noise, and it finally restructured itself into the stone design of NevaeH. But it is dark, and there are all sorts of cracks on the door, and it opens slightly. Unlike before, where the light pours through from NevaeH, there's nothing coming through on the other side.
I don't want to go through that.
I
It doesn't look good.
Last time we
must be
went through
rather
a weird
funny.
door, we ended up with Kane though, so that's okay. I trust
There
it,
must
and
be
Kip
some-
goes through.
I'm technically with her because I'm holding onto her giant finger and she's actually locked in, so we both go through at the same time.
I can just see.
All you hear from me is wait, what?
Well,
All you hear from me is, yeah!
this is what it looks like. I just walked through.
Stop the meta, god damn.
Sorry.
So y'all go through the door?
Waiting on 7 Deer, but yeah.
Yeah, Seven Deer goes through the door.
We all
Alright.
go through.
You guys make it to NevaeH, the final frontier once again, and it looks bad. It looks very bad. Windows are blown out of buildings. Rooftops have holes in them. There are smoldering smoke from fires that look like they were put out. The ground is cracked and falling apart. The power lines of energy that were flowing are broken, and the glass tubes that carried them have now shattered in different spots, covering the streets and the what was once paved beautiful cobblestone, now feeling like gravel and loose rocks mixed in with the glass. The energy has become almost corrupted and is seeping out of the pipes in a purple, red, and black hue as it floats and flings about untethered, not dangerously reaching towards you, but yeah, shit looks bad. The sun has completely set over the final frontier. Fortunately, there are lights that are still working, some of which are inside of the buildings and the houses, some of which are street lights that are flickering. And then we're gonna go on break. The door behind you shuts, but yep, we're gonna go on break. We're gonna do a quick break,
Are you gonna let Parker do his blessing?
get-
No.
I'm gonna give you guys 6 minutes. So we'll be back at whatever 25 your time.
Bad news.
Bad news?
Yeah.
What's the bad news?
So, I don't have my backstory written out. It
Okay.
was in that server that you did.
Yeah, I had to delete it, had to change, but we'll workshop because I remember, like I said, I remember most of it. It's a few, but I got yours. Don't worry about that. It's a few details that I want to make sure we work out so that I
Okay,
don't
we'll talk
mess up the direction that the story's going for you. But yeah, we'll chat about it. Hi everyone that's watching. Thank you guys for being here. So you guys have seen, you haven't seen what the Angel's Blessing is, but you will be able to see that roll come next round. Next round, part 2 of this episode. After the commercial break. Hi, this is the commercial break. Don't worry, I'm not actually playing the commercial that you watched at the beginning of the stream because that would be rude. I'll play that at the end. Let's see. So right now you guys have the Change of Fate menu. The Create Forbidden Weapons is crossed out until somebody's been breaks. That'll be fun. It's the reason why they're called Forbidden Weapons. Nobody decided to ask that, so it's cool. Too late. You guys can still whisper something secret.
Wait, when are they gonna break?
Figured something out on the stream that the players don't know. You can pay 100 bits to tell them. If you want to troll them, you can pay 100 bits to troll them. They won't know if you're telling the truth or not. The Create 1d6 weapon is probably not applicable anymore, but it's still there. Healing everybody 1d6 plus their constitution modifier will become very useful, and returning somebody from the grave will become even more useful, but we'll see in due time. So hang tight on that changing their fate, but the entire second half of the stream you have the opportunity to change their fate. So take note, take a screenshot, take mention, and we'll see what happens. As far as the Angel's Blessing goes, it's a list of 20 different things that can happen that are spontaneously fantastic. 19 are fantastic, one of them is not.
One of them sends you to the void where you get possessed by a demon slut.
It's not my
named
fault that
Jezebel.
happened. I didn't roll the dice. You got a 1 in 20 chance, my dude. Roll better.
Okay, and you know how I roll. Damn it.
All right. This is how we roll. Oh. All right, somebody come sit here while I use the restroom. Sorry about that.
We've learned nothing.
You boys are taking over. You know what it is. It's 7 Deer and Xander.
What it do, baby?
Ayo, 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 ayo.
We sad boys.
Sad boys.
Sad boys.
Boogie, is that you?
It is.
It is.
We so sad we need ice cream.
Oh, sure. Oh. Sir, it's okay. It's all right. I promise. I hate that we do that at the same time every single
I'm
time.
scared for my door now. I gave up her necklace.
Not me having to watch the Damien disappear for a second. I was like, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
Wait a minute. That's me when I go to work. I need ice cream too. Yep, I needed gelato. Caramel cookie crunch.
You better come through with the bourgeois flavor that I only fuck with. That is my favorite one. Honestly.
Want some?
Not gonna lie.
Hey, Amber.
Hi. I
shit
got
hurts.
a cat.
I'm wet.
Whack.
Sorry. My favorite is gonna be up there still. Some people watch it like Dionte. I'm like, listen. Don't mind.
Did you see my booty shake?
Oh, that's good.
What are the girls doing over there? What is
I don't know. I heard laughing.
We're making out just a little bit.
Oh, cute.
Oh, okay.
You'll just hear,
I've never heard Aaron's voice so close.
right?
Well,
Like,
his
he-
microphone is better than mine.
His voice is in my ear. I'm like,
Making
whoa.
another financial decision.
Give me a wet willy, why don't you?
Okay.
Probably. Need to upgrade to one of these. Just no microphones.
I need to upgrade to my own system so I don't have to be here all the time everywhere.
I mean, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But we
The
also
freaking-
enjoy having you here, so.
It's popping into my head every time he would say something, so.
I'm like, whoa.
Well, this is what it looks like. Could- Whoa.
Here
Bye.
comes,
Not him doing
Here he
TikTok
comes.
dances right now.
Here he comes.
Alright, I started getting into TikTok.
I saw. I saw. See, look, you peeked it too.
Bye.
All right, 1 minute to spare.
Despair.
To spare, not despair. To spare.
Oh.
To
I
spare.
just saw, like, I just saw Aaron go through the door and then
Spare, not despair. Welcome, Buki, back to his shitty ass mic.
I have the very
Your mic sounds
horrible,
good. It's when you're far away.
Quality of like
no, like,
dancing in the most inappropriate situations too, so you're not
when you were
wrong.
explaining things, Aaron, it would be like on my end, I'd hear it dip, 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 dip. I was like, am I the only one only hearing every other word?
It's a little bit muffled on his end. It's like he's far away. He just needs to bring it closer.
Right here.
Right here.
That arc.
Hello, guys. Welcome to my podcast.
Jesus
That ain't it.
Christ. I can change the settings in Discord. Let's see.
Nope,
Voice
I
and-
already have you turned up to 200%.
No, but I mean, like, my audio sensitivity, it's at negative 50.
Oh.
Because I wanted to make sure that, like,
You sound fantastic right now.
Yeah, you sound fantastic.
oh.
And
I-
you're
I
in
just-
Boo Boo.
I just turned down the
What about me?
sensitivity. So,
So I imagine,
it's
Boo Boo, what's
getting
happening with your mic
closer.
is it's when it's cupping your ear properly, it's too far away and you cut in and out. It gets choppy. But I can see that you've moved it forward and then you come through crystal clear.
Yeah.
Crystal clear.
Yes.
All right.
Crystal clear.
Wi-Fi
Alright.
works. Or
Alright.
does it sound the same right now?
No, you sound fantastic.
Boy, crystal clear. Alright,
Interesting.
let's see.
We're switching back to live screen right now. Right now. All right. We have just walked into NevaeH.
She asking.
Got another.
What y'all doing?
Eating Kit
Eating
Kat.
gelato.
I can see we
What
haven't
happened
gotten
to
back
my
into
break?
game yet.
Okay.
All right. Everybody close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Remember your
Okay.
character and exhale. Don't make any jokes about anything that just happened.
Okay, we're good.
Let's do this. I'm trying to get y'all to bed earlier, man. Come on. Y'all are in the final frontier.
Seven Deer's gonna roll for that angel's blessing before he forgets because he has the
Go
tendency
for
to
it.
forget things.
Say 7 deer?
I mean, I sure did. I meant to say Xander. Fine.
I mean, if you want to pass
Finally
it,
did it.
at least if you want to pass it over to me, I'd be happy to take it.
No.
Focus.
I got
Focus.
15.
15.
Can I roll a perceptive check? Well,
No, you can go ahead and roll for that, yeah.
okay.
You rolled a 15. Nothing happens.
So I usually roll and I get sent to the void and then nothing happens. These are wonderful blessings. We love to see it.
Nothing you can see happens. Ooh, I'm gonna roll. What you get for perception?
I'm just now rolling it.
I'll roll for perception as well.
19.
I'm rolling for Arcana.
See?
9?
All right, with the 9, you don't see much outside of what I've described.
Okay.
With the 19, there are shadows moving inside of the windows that are still whole and have lights coming out. It's silhouettes of something happening. With your 4 for the Arcana, you don't feel anything.
Guys, there's shadows where the lights are.
Inside
don't
of the
see-
buildings.
You said on the side of the building?
Inside of the buildings. So
Inside
you
of
guys
the
are on
buil-
the street. The buildings that accompany you to the left and the right that don't have broken windows have lights on, and inside of them you can see very faint shadows flickering. Some might resemble candles, some might resemble silhouettes of people.
Should we, like, called for like Kenny Buckets or something?
Buckets? Yes, it is definitely called.
There is a tear in reality that seems to slowly start ripping itself open, and it's huge. And you can see the angel, Kenny Buckets, inside of a cage looking at you. And the only thing he says is, run, before it shuts closed.
What?
Okay. Not gonna. Kip fucking books it.
Door? Where's the door? Door?
Find the door!
Okay,
Wow.
perception check.
Alright,
Look
come
for a
on.
door.
There are doors everywhere.
Well,
Every building has a door, completely intact and untouched.
Perception check to see if there's a door with a name. Like,
None
a
of the
word.
doors have words.
I was just about to roll for that.
Kip opens the first door she comes across.
Kip, before
Kip,
you do
before you do that, please, don't. No, stop. Listen,
She's not gonna go in.
No,
She's
no,
going
no,
to
no,
see if
no,
there's anything on the other side.
don't touch the door. Don't even touch it. Listen, remember what
It's
Kane
open.
just told us. Oh my god. Remember what Kane just told us. Whatever door we're trying to go into, we need to really think about it, okay? Because last time we ended up somewhere that we weren't supposed to be in the first place. Although we're grateful for Kane.
I have a good feeling about this one, and she
Are
opens
you?
it.
As soon as you open this door,
Okay.
as soon as you open this door, on the other side is lava, as far as the eye can see.
Not this one! And she closes it.
Next time you have a good feeling, it's not a good feeling.
Okay, let's just keep checking. And she opens the next one.
Stop opening doors by yourself.
I'm not going through them, any of them. I'm just checking to see if they work.
Check anything else.
Inside of this door, there is nothing but dirt as far as the eye can see, and a single potted plant.
I don't trust. What's a
The
plant?
plant turns
Wait,
around.
wait. Woo.
Okay, no. She slams the door shut. Okay. I'm done. But you guys find a door. I can't.
I can't hear him either.
Ziggy, thank you for 100 bits. Yeah, he was asking me a completely different question.
My bad.
Ziggy, who you giving that angel's blessing to?
Could have spoken to plants, Kip. I could have seen if it was a good door.
Oh, that's right. I just don't like plants that move. Mm-mm.
Next door? What's y'all doing?
Next door.
Kip, do not touch anything else. You get over here. You let me hold on to your giant finger.
Ever, you now
stay
have an
with me.
angel's blessing. Feel free to roll that anytime between now and the end of the stream.
Yes, kitty cat
Thank
ears.
you.
We stand.
Ziggy said kitty cat ears instead of embers.
I love it here. Can we all collectively, as a group, make a decision on what door to go through together without opening random doors? Because we could do this forever, I'm quite sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mister, I know where the door is.
Is there
what's
any
right?
door near us that looks out of the order?
All the doors are different. Oh,
Can
that's
I-
100 for a whisper as well.
Oh, my phone's dead. Damn it.
Every person's memory that we've gone through, their door looked unordinary. It didn't look like any regular door.
Well, you know, the issue with that is I'm assuming that because this is the final frontier, that means that everybody's doors from every possible outlook of life are here, in a sense. So the real question is, yes, Kip, how can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Real quick, go ahead and tell me who you're whispering to and what you want them to hear, and then I'll repeat it in character.
All the doors are freestanding, right?
Yeah.
All the ones we've gone through. but these are all attached to buildings. So
Right.
we should look for one that's that's just a door.
Okay,
Let's
run.
just-
Yeah. And
Okay.
quick question. If we can see a big door, because I'm guessing it's either Kip or Seven Days door. So if we can
Seven
find it.
short.
Yeah. So let's find it for.
Nice.
He's very
Let's do
short.
it in a very quick hurry. Because Kitty Bucket said run. So
Okay.
let's go.
Can I roll for a perception check?
Yes.
Can I also roll for perception?
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me specifically what y'all are perceptioning for.
I'm
Perception.
checking for any doors that are freestanding, that are not attached to any buildings.
Smart.
Bang.
Rolled a 2.
Noise.
Bad dice.
17.
11.
19.
Hey.
As you're all perceiving around, the wind seemed to pick up specifically around Seven Deer, and they whisper, "Do not trust what Judas told you. Be cautious before the wind dies down."
What?
All four of you can see buildings that look like they completely collapsed, save for the door that would be its entrance.
That looks like a lucky door.
There's
so let's...
4 of them.
Oh, Lord. Take it.
Okay. Can I open one just to look?
Always.
Task me.
I wasn't asking you.
We're all together, so I guess it's okay. But
Okay.
just observe it.
Kip grabs the
okay?
door and opens it so that she's behind the door in case anything comes out. Is there anything?
What's inside door number 1?
A forest.
Chip, does that look familiar to you?
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Wait, before we go in. Remember what Kane said? Legion is one and in many. So how do we know which one is which? Because if we open all of them and they're all forests.
Oh, that's a good idea. She keeps it
It's a
open.
really good
and then
idea. So I
opens-
guess
opens
let's
the
all
next
open
one.
the other doors. Yeah, let's do it. What's behind door number 2?
Behind door number 2 is a city. It's a small small city. Neighboring doesn't make sense. You'd have to know what the original one is. It's a small town that Kip would also recognize.
Okay. The third one?
Door number 3.
Kip is doing this a lot slower now.
Door number 3 has a clearing that Kip would also recognize.
And I'm going on a hunch here based on your body language and everything that door number 4 is also going to be somewhere that you recognize.
I don't get it.
I'm going to slowly push door number 4 open because I just want to test something to see if me touching the door would change what it's going to actually show. So I push door number 4 open.
No, it's not because you touched the door, but door number 4 has what looks like a bunch of seats filled with people that turn their heads and look at you kind of curiously. The windows outside of door number 4 resemble that of a submarine. This specific God, what is the word? Whatever. The specific submarine is, it's not a submarine. Just, I just can't remember the word that I was going to use. Is pretty damn full of people that all look like refugees.
Kip, do you recognize any of these people? I'm gonna slowly.
No.
I'm so sorry. I just
Wait.
close the door. Huh? Wait.
Is
Didn't
Evan
close
there?
it. Do you recognize any of these people, bud?
Faces don't look familiar.
Okay.
Or
Well,
wait
look.
Rolls for insight in that the door with the refugees are somehow related to Seven Deer's prologue episode that we've done.
Roll for it.
Seven got a prologue and I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you
Yes, you did. All of us did.
Game 0.
Who's gonna get the-
Game 0.
Oh, duh.
Side 3. 16,
That was like 10 weeks ago.
right?
11 weeks ago. And yes, you definitely get that same feeling. The architecture of the vehicle, the architecture of the vehicle, because I kept saying vessel and voyage in my head, because it ties into the story. The architecture of the vehicle very closely resembles the architecture of the big caravan machines that were hosting refugees in the warehouse.
I do reckon.
So an impasse here because Kip has 3 doors, 70 has 1. We were told to run, and our time is very limited in order to figure out how to save Kenny and save the world and not get tricked, and Legion might be a part of this. I'm very confused. What are we gonna do, guys? My head still hurts.
The worst memory.
What's the worst memory?
Well, I'm not sure if it's me or him, but Legion, they would cling on to the worst memory, right? When we're
More than-
weakest.
More than likely, yeah.
So that should be the one we should choose.
What if it's the wrong choice?
And that also begs the question, why do you have so many memories popping up and he only has the one?
I don't know.
You can always try more doors.
Are these,
None of these doors have any writings above them, though. Every door we've gone through has something that has to do with the 9 circles of hell, right?
well, maybe
Or the
since
7
they've caught
deadly
on,
sins.
since they've caught on to us, maybe they're not going to give us these little hints that they've been given before.
Something just doesn't add up here.
Ever since we went through the wrong door, nothing has been adding up.
I have a weird theory. What if we add up Kip's doors? Now, hear me out. It's kind of weird, but seeing that they're not really attached to anything, I feel she has multiple doors because it's very pertinent for us to go through hers next. Is there any way we can kind of mush the doors together? I don't know.
You're saying you want me to pick one up and throw it through?
Well, can you do that? Out of curiosity?
Can I do that? Let's find out. And she
Okay.
she
Roll
I've
for
never
strength.
picked up something this heavy.
I feel like I'm creating a monster. Oh my god. Is this what it's like to be a parent?
14 plus 4.
Yes.
I got an 18.
Yes, it is, Dionte.
The foundation of the door is pretty much ruined based off of whatever happened in the Final Frontier and the time y'all were gone. And the door itself comes up without any difficulty. The moment you lift it, the other side disappears. And it's just a door.
Oh.
The other city, neighboring town, disappears.
Okay.
And then there was
Well, I'm glad you guys never have to meet him. So, next.
Wait, huh?
Me
We
too.
never meeting.
Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're good.
So does anybody else want to go through her door now, clearly out of just curiosity, or is it just me?
The door's shut.
The door is shut.
Yeah, all of them. All of them.
Oh shit!
There's a hand on the handle of each door, and the hand starts to form a body, and Minx is looking at you. A different Minx on each door. Hey guys.
Minxie Kids, is that you? I know it's not, but please tell me one of them is you.
Kim
They'll all
slowly
stay
lowers the door frame. Tries to open the door.
It's locked. The four bodies of Minx walk towards each other and turn into one Minx before her hair turns black and shortens itself almost as if it's cutting. Her body changes to that of a male figure, and he looks to all of you and goes, thought there'd be more of you. I gotta admit, I'm quite happy I got stuck with the changeling. Let's see. I think it's you two that are next. And he points to Lagatha and Kip. Goes, we've got a tall one that could fit inside of you. That's a good idea. And this one, you look feisty. Are you feisty? You look feisty.
Don't come out with me in a tone of voice.
Don't talk to him.
Shh, 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 shh. It's not your turn. It's my turn. I don't feel like playing by the rules today. Or I guess this me doesn't. What are we, like 4 and like 5,000? Hold on. We're arguing. You can see him talking with himself. He's like, I don't know, if we add the numbers up. No, just get rid of that.
Kip
half. We
punches
don't
him.
need that half. You're not close enough.
Kip punches him. Oh, damn.
Dang it.
Is it weird that I'm kind of happy that I didn't get stuck with the crazy one?
He's going. Well, no, just get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay, well, call the Greeks. Like they have their
Can
own
we-
ideas and stuff. We can just.
Kip's
send them
gonna
to war.
walk up to him and punch him.
As he gets hit, he holds his. Where'd you punch him? I don't know where you
Right in the face. Right in the
Okay.
face.
He holds his jaw, and it kind of like clicks back in place. And as it's like clicking back in place, you see like a blur of other jaws moving, before it turns back into one. And he goes, good swing." He's like, I can't kill you. That's the worst part. So I think I'll help instead. Since they want to take away half of my fun, I'll help instead. How about that? Would you all like some help? Seems to me you're missing an angel.
Would you do buckets?
He goes, no, we're off track. We're off track.
No,
No,
we're not. We're
no,
not
we're
on
not.
track. How do you bring up that question and then choose to not help us out, bud? Where is Kenny Bucket? Where is Minxie? Legion, what the frick do you want?
We didn't say how we were going to help. We just said that we were going to help. Would you like some help?
Just open my door.
Can I hit him in the face now too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him in the jaw too. I'm mad.
He takes that hit as well. In the same situation, he's got like a black eye, and then like it fades a bunch of different colors before it just disappears. And goes, man, nice swing, Dragonborn. You must be Xander. Oh, nah, we're not gonna call her. Sister can, she can relax. I know what she's got planned for you.
The hell,
The hell does that mean?
I'm here to help. Do you want it or not? Oh my god, do you
We
know
don't
how
have
hard
much
it
choice.
is to get thousands upon thousands of you to agree on the same thing? And you are slowly but surely dissuading them on that agreement. This took time. Please, help me help you.
Can you just open my door?
I can't open your door. That's ridiculous. I'm already there. You've got to pick the door. Don't you know better? Listen.
It's locked!
These aren't your doors.
You're not my door.
You're not my door!
You're not my real door.
Okay, continue.
He looks at you rather frustrated. And he goes, come on. How do you not get it? We write the name of what you're dealing with on the door. And then you go through it and face what you dealt with on the door. And then you fail, and then we take... It's not that complicated.
Hey,
Whoa.
listen, it's okay.
You say we fail?
Oh yeah, you've all failed so far. Except for Lizard Boy. But that's fine. We got him anyways.
Kip like puts hands on either side of his face. It's okay. Calm down. It's okay.
Legion looks at you and just suddenly breaks out in tears. And he goes and reaches up and holds your hand, and their skin, their face was normal temperature, but their hand is so fucking cold, and they're just like, thank you. It's been so long since I've had physical touch.
Hey, buddy, come on,
It's
focus.
okay. No, it's okay.
need-
Kip like hugs him. It's okay.
Kip, we can't control every demon that's trying to kill
I'm
us.
not a demon, and a head forms outside of their head and is scowling at you.
They're not a demon. They used to be an angel. Relax.
Exactly.
Whatever the hell
Relax.
will take your help, so get to helping.
They're so rude.
I know.
Dude, she didn't tell me they were so rude, and they kind of just look up and say that, and the ground shakes a little bit.
I can hear both of you.
Both of us.
Legion as a whole and Kip. Whose side are you on, by the way?
I'm on my side. Legion's looking very confused now, and was just like, okay, well, we were all in agreement. Hold on. He takes a few steps away and starts talking to himself again. Listen, if we don't help them, they're just gonna fail fast. That's no fun. We have to at least drag them along a little bit. Give the dog a bone or something. That's the human saying. Right?
Why do you want to help?
Here. Ah, yes. Aha. Oh, the knife here speaks. All right.
Legion.
Oh, yes. It is I. It is we. We are Legion.
Why do you want to help us, and why should we trust you?
Well, it's simple. If I don't help you, you die faster, and that's no fun.
Okay.
I can't help but believe. Nah.
Why would I lie?
Is that a serious question?
You used to be an angel, yeah?
I mean, let's not talk about the good old days. We're getting off track.
Would you be able to help me find my door?
No.
Or at least one with a word above it?
There you go.
Yay!
The question is, what's the word? Now, you spoke with little Brocane, right? You had a conversation. Thank you, by the way, for not using whatever in God's name he happened to give you. Don't want to know how that would feel. Much better than your punches, I imagine. Focus, Legion. We have to get through this.
Yes,
You're right.
I'm
I
very
apologize.
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Let's get back on track. Your door will have a word. Do you know what the word is?
No.
Don't lie. And a different voice comes out for a second before it goes back away. And the skin turned black before it started going away. It's my apologies. I'm the Nice Legion. We are the Nice Legion. It's complicated. Look, I don't have much time before they decide not to help you anymore. So we need to do this together. What is the word that's on your door? You have to focus on your past, or you're never going to find it. And the next time whatever comes through here, you're not gonna make it. He goes, that's it for now. And he starts walking away.
Oh,
I understand now.
I don't know all 7 of them. I don't understand what 7 you guys are talking about.
Guilt?
He's gone.
Oh. Why did she get him?
Kip, there's not a lot going on in your life, sir.
Not really. Not until a few days ago, anyway. I don't...
Your word.
You cut out.
Your word makes sense to me now.
What do you mean?
There's 9 circles of hell. Limbo, lust, gluttony, avarice, violence, treason, fraud, wrath, sloth. Sloth. There's your...
Sloth?
A lot has happened, so you're cruising by.
So let's get to looking for a sloth door. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna do much because it's not gonna move anywhere.
Okay.
In the back of your head, Xander, you hear a ringing, like a telephone.
Don't answer it.
Meta, sit down.
Better get back in. Okay. Thank you for calling Xander Desquin, Dragonborn Warlock Extraordinaire. How can I help you?
Roll 1d4.
Fucking
Ah, shit. You rolled a 1. All right.
That's the best thing that's happened so far. Xander Desquin, how can I help you? Roll 1d4.
Immediately, all of your senses turn to black. Xander looks to you all and goes, well, I guess we should find the door.
You just said that.
Are we just going to stand here then?
Okay. I guess one would stop.
You never repeat yourself, Xander.
Shh, shh, shh. So we're going to keep walking and start looking at doors to try to find the word sloth. Can I roll for perception?
Yes.
Fuck. I got 7.
Got a 7?
Yeah.
I'll roll for perception.
Well, I'll give it to you. It's there now that you're focusing on what you're looking for. Mainly so we don't drag it out. Yeah, now that you're focusing on what you're looking for, the door does appear on another broken house. Yeah.
There it is.
Xander comes up to you, Kip, and reaches for your hand again. He goes, you're not going to pull me through like last time, are you? Because I really don't want to get pulled through all chaotically and stuff, and I'd like to keep my bearings, especially so my wings don't clip the edge of the door, if that's all right.
Oh, okay.
Yes, let's just take it slow. And he politely grabs your hand.
She takes it.
You
I
opening
see
the
what
door?
you did there. Sloth.
Yeah.
Slow.
Kip opens the door.
There is a clearing. Sorry, Jezebel's a lot of fun. Don't judge me. She's so good. All right, so you guys are going through the door?
Mm-hmm.
Ziggy, I drank water. Okay. All right. Is everyone going through the door?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we'll roll
Hesitantly.
1d4. 7 dear.
If we both.
It's gonna be entertaining.
Judas in my
Judas
mind.
in the sky with diamonds.
I have rolled 4.
Okay. You're okay. You're okay. Damn. I was really excited. I just have to delete that whole part. Okay. It's cool. Just everything I wrote doesn't matter anymore.
Low key flips it over to a 3.
No, it's okay. There will be more
Low
opportunities to
key
roll.
flips over to a 1.
It just has to be odd. Yeah, there was like a 50-50 chance and it didn't work. Let's see. So you all make it through the door. There is a clearing on the other side, and you can see Kip. A little bit smaller. Much more like when y'all were dealing with the children shit. Hair is still pretty long, but just reaching the small of her back. It looks like maybe a few years ago as far as time goes. She is sitting cross-legged, playing with the fauna that are kind of running around her and picking flowers. What's everyone doing? Including you, Xander. On the inside of your head.
Hey, Kip.
Can I hear them?
Yes, you can hear. Oh, okay, wait. Yes, you can. And Lil Kip can not see any of them.
This is strange.
Wait.
Why are we
She's-
seeing you, but you're not? Everyone else's doors.
Kip approaches herself and crouches in front of her, trying to see if, like, she gets, like, this close to her face, just to see if she can see her.
Little Kip goes, "You're like Big Me."
You're like little me! And she picks her up. Oh my god, you're so small!
You're so big! Am I going to be that big later?
Yes, you are! We're even gonna get bigger!
We're gonna get even bigger!
We're getting even bigger!
Are we going to
get...
get... What about the boys? The boy going to get bigger too?
While they're having their little heartfelt moment, I'm gonna talk to Jezebel for a second because I'm a little pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
Go for it.
Hey, demon wench that's taken. Well, let me correct myself. Fallen angel wench who's taken over my life.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Well, piloting your meat bag.
Well, first of all, this is a meat sanctuary. Let's not get carried away.
Oh, see, this is why I like you.
What do you want?
It's like, I'm very braggadocious, and you're very braggadocious, which means your friends are not going to know. Hold on a second, I have to make a phone call. And, like, you hear the beeping noise like you've been put on hold. Seven to roll 1d4.
Oh. It landed on its side. Hold on. What the fuck? Stop it! All this interference. Directly in. Another 4.
Okay. Jezebel comes back and goes, "So sorry about that. Friend's not picking up. You know how it is." Anywho, this has been fun.
No, wait a minute.
Yes, it does, Ziggy.
Jezebel, I have a question. Legitimately speaking.
Yes, of course,
What?
legitimately speaking, for like 5 hours. Just make it short. Give me like 5 words or less, or shut the hell up. Go.
What is your goal, bitch?
Let's see. What is my goal specifically?
Don't forget the bitch part. I'm very upset with you right now.
They say the living live such fantastic lives, and I am so sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again. You know how boring hell gets just torturing people? So once again, we have devised a way to walk in your realm As far as I'm concerned, I've already won. I mean, I'm a wizard or sorcerer or goblin extraordinaire. What are you?
I'm a warlock. Put some respect on my title, number
Yeah,
one.
it's my title now. Thank you. I'm a warlock extraordinaire.
Man,
It's gonna be fantastic. Either that or I'll just take Damien's body until I take yours back.
you lay a fucking finger on him. I will end
Oh, I love Damien's fresh little body. I'm keeping it warm. I hope you don't mind. Meanwhile, what's everyone else doing?
use his weapon. Dear God.
Do you mean
7 Deer notices older Kip's excitement fade away. Takes mental note.
What's wrong, Big Kid?
nothing?
Oh,
Where's mom and dad?
I don't know. I walked off. I'm not sure how I got here, but boys, we got another 100. Another whisper to Xander. Let's see what it says. That'll be fun because there's something else there too. The little kid goes, I think boy said he'd be back today, sunset, and then rose. So yes, today. He's so small. Do you have small friends when you're older too, or is it just boy?
Everyone's smaller except us.
Oh, that must be strange. To live a life so small. The winds pick up around Xander, and you hear, don't give in to your emotions, they will betray you. Followed by laughter from Jezebel. She goes, how the hell did you do that? And then it fades away. Little Kip goes,
Wait.
he's cussing
Can-
in the back.
can-
What?
Can she see us?
No, Little Kip cannot see you. Little Kip goes, anyways, well, if you're me, you already know, little boy. Big Kip knows little boy, right?
The kid knows little boy.
Perfect! Would it scare little boy? He might think you're mom. You hide behind the big trees. It's perfectly fine. He won't notice. Big boy doesn't leap that high up.
Your accent is so good. It's so great. Back. Okay.
I'm trying so hard.
Okay. But only if you take me to see mom and dad after, okay?
Of course, I take you see mom and dad after.
Okay. Kip looks to the group. Come on.
There's this little. What? Why are we hiding?
Just watch.
A little bit of time passes before a young human boy comes out of the clearing and is calling for Kip. They are having some sort of dialogue as Kip is kind of still sitting there, leaned over a little bit to be in line of sight with the boy. The boy himself looks to be probably somewhere between 14 and 16. Definitely a young kid trying to prove himself. He's got a few different adventurous weapons on him in a backpack. And he brings out a piece of parchment, and they look like they're pointing to it while she's sitting there, and she's kind of clapping her hands and nodding and agreeing and smiling with him. It almost looks like she's a bit flustered at some of the stuff that he's saying, but it's kind of hard to tell. This goes on for quite a while, back and forth, and he's bringing out different things and showing her books and items, his sword and his bow, and she's describing more rudimentary weapons and stuff that they've used for hunting and how they do gardening and stuff to that effect. And you can see on his face this sense of wonder, possibly, as he's hearing how she lives a more primitive life. After quite a bit of time, he waves and gives her a half hug, and she smiles and gives him a hug while she's hunched over, and then he takes back off.
Kim is staring at her hands.
So you roll 1d4.
You really want this to happen. It's great.
A lot of time has passed.
It's true.
Did it happen?
Did it happen?
Time.
It's time.
I rolled a 3. It's time.
All your senses turn to black as Judas takes over your body. However, you and Xander are in the same darkness and can hear each other, as well as Judas and Jezebel having the time of their lives. Jezebel goes, haha, Judas, you finally picked up. God. Judas goes, I was busy. And Jezebel goes, well, that's fine. Let's see how well you do. We've got to practice. Practice makes perfect. I mean, I'm already perfect. Look at me. I'm a monk extraordinaire. Look at me.
You're an idiot.
Oh God, that
You don't
one's
know
still
anything.
talking.
Yes, I'm still talking. You know what? I'm not even gonna be mad at you. I'm not even gonna be mad. In fact, if anything, I want to have a conversation with you. I want to know how you fell. What caused the great fall of Jezebel? We've got nothing but time since you're piloting my body and won't give it back for some reason. So the least I can do is know about the squatter that lives inside of my perfect temple of a body.
Jezebel goes, do you know how much you talk?
Do you know how much you talk?
Do you realize that I have to talk as much as you talk to fool your dumbass friends? I don't have time to entertain you.
First of all, they're not dumb. Kip's a giant woman. Lagatha is very supportive. And Seven Deer, I feel like I hear him. Seven Deer, we're not really on the best of terms right now. But
You can hear him saying
dumb,
this,
okay?
Seven Deer.
Yeah, I know.
Judas goes, oh, not Judas. Jezebel goes, see, like, I didn't hear like half of that. Like you just talk so. Let me try. And outside of this darkness realm in your mindscapes, Xander walks over to Kip and goes, Kip, you okay? Because if you need a shoulder to cry on or you want to vent or something, I've got your back. I promise I'm here to support you. All right, you guys help me through my door in my dark times. I can help you through yours. And then, like, back in the mindscape, Jezebel goes, how was that? And Judas goes, that was okay, but watch this. And Seven Deer, back in reality, Seven Deer takes a slight step towards the clearing before folding his arms. And does it, and that's it. And then back inside the mindscape.
listen, I know we're being piloted by these fallen angels. I know for a fact it's not cool for me to agree with them right now, but Judas got you down pat, bro. He has you down pat. It's kind of sad.
Back inside the mind, Judas goes, that's how it's done.
I unfortunately have to agree with him. It's kind of sad, but you're not wrong.
Jezebel goes, shut up. I'll try harder next time.
Hold on, pause.
What's up?
I honestly didn't catch what Judas did in my body. I was laughing too hard.
Judas takes a few steps towards the clearing and then crosses your arms and takes a deep breath and then just stands there.
Oh, okay, perfect. He knows me so well.
I fucking died. Oh, I can't breathe.
I was still laughing at the, that's terrible! Their argument is so good.
What's everyone else doing outside of the mindscape?
Xander like, bitch, you don't know me!
What's up, Boo Boo? You got a question?
Can I, like, use a detect magic because or roll for perception because something feels off to me or no?
Tell me what feels off, and then I'll see if I allow it.
The way, because I noticed that the way, Xander walked up to Kip and taught Kip, the, way he spoke and way he walked up to her was off.
Alright, so what I'll do is, because you have no record of studying that, I'll have you roll investigation this time. If your investigation roll is high enough for you to question it, then you can do a secondary roll to detect any type of magic or something to that effect.
Okay.
Kip is waiting for little Kip.
Okay, I'll wait till after the roll.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Okay, with the 18, something feels off. Like the swagger's a bit different on Xander.
Can I roll to see if I can detect magic?
You can. Or you can just cast detect magic.
D20, right? Or, yeah, I'll cast detect magic.
You do not detect magic. Nothing, as far as magic goes, nothing out of the ordinary can be detected. What is Kip doing? Kip's waiting. Little Kip starts calling, Big Kip, Big Kip.
Little Kip.
She stands up and heads over in your direction, munching on a mushroom that's like a third the size of her hand. And she goes, "Did you see him? Did you see him?"
Yes! Can I have one? I haven't had one in so
I
long.
only have this one. She goes, "But you can have it. That means I'll have it later, right?"
Yes.
She goes, "Perfect. Then you can have it."
Kip munches on it very vigorously,
Very delicious mushroom.
very, very good.
She goes, we go see Mother now?
Please.
She nods and just starts walking off.
Little Kip,
She goes, "Yes, Big Kip."
I don't know if she can see me, so
Oh,
we'll see, okay? Just don't freak out.
wait,
Okay.
wait. But I see you.
Yes, but she might not.
Are you inside my head?
I don't know.
Oh,
So for now, it's our secret.
but you ate my mushroom. You must be real.
Okay, we'll see.
She's very confused, but she just nods and continues walking to the house. This big ass hut.
Big ass hut.
The straw that would make up the roof of this house is a tree log that has been split into the equivalent of splinters for the furblocks. This, the house itself is basically a large log cabin, but almost structured in the sense that the primary trees that would be pillars to hold up its foundation were never chopped, and it was just like, this is a good spot between these three trees, let's build a house here. And it's tall. It's very tall, and very big. But upon entry, you realize that the accommodating space doesn't equate to a mansion or anything of that sort. These are just some big ass people. Case in point, Mother shows up, and she walks towards the room. She goes, or towards the front door, and she goes, "Where have you been? Your father and I were worried sick about you. I've told you many." And she stops and she goes, "Who's this?" "Hey, apologies, I did not know you'd be bringing guests, honey." The husband comes around the corner and he goes, "Oh, you've brought a friend home with you. Apologies, we were worried. But it's good to see she was taken care of by another adult. Please make yourselves at home. Would you like some food or anything of that sort?"
I'm sorry.
"Oh, no intrusion, no intrusion. Our land is most welcome, and anyone is most welcome here. stay quiet, but it's fine. Are you from the neighboring village? I must admit, we were not planning to marry off Keep for a few more years, waiting till she reached a proper age. And while we have no problem with choice, we don't tend to enjoy people looking ahead of time, if that makes sense.
It does.
Well, never mind that. Let me not forget manners. Let's all eat and enjoy the night. The stars are going to be brilliant tonight. I believe the light from the moon will not be so vibrant we can see many.
I know. Kip does not know what to say. Tears are very gently, just falling out of her eyes. She is not blinking them away. They're just dropping.
Xander is standing there as these big ass drops are falling and inside the head. Jezebel's like, emotions. Judas goes, yep.
I want you to give me my body back right now.
Yeah. Tempting. But no,
Xander.
I think I can play this one off.
Yes.
Stay calm.
Okay. All right.
Judas, inside of the mindscape, speaks to... I mean, all of you can hear him, but speaks to Sevendare and goes, does staying calm work for you?
Sometimes it does.
And yet, here we are.
What do you want this time?
I'm just having fun. But
No,
Jezebel said, practice makes perfect.
Last time you had fun, Judas, we watched Minx's potential mother die, so I don't really want you to have any more fun. I really don't.
That was fun.
I'm sure it was such a ball for you. Not for Minx, though.
Yeah, but that was supposed to happen.
Was it, though? Because
It
I'm
was.
pretty sure she doesn't remember Cassie and everybody inside the orphanage being brutally murdered like that.
Oh, we remember. Would you like to know exactly what we remember?
No, I'd rather not. Because last time I had an encounter with you, I almost died.
Go ahead, Aaron, what's your question?
I would like to roll to regain control of my body.
You have to roll a 1d100.
Okay.
Can I do the same? I didn't know that was an option. I thought I was just supposed to sit here and... Wow!
Go for it.
I'm rolling to regain my body because frick Jezebel.
That's why I said calm down. So stay calm and focus. Try and regain control. It's always a battle inside. That's all.
You can't make this up. I rolled a 69. How old am I? 5?
I rolled a 78.
Neither of you gained control. You were both. Well, Bookie was closest.
What you need? 80?
Yep. Specifically at 81 or higher.
Wait, can I add a modifier?
You can use an inspiration point to re-roll if you like.
I would like to do that.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Go
because
ahead.
I have these freaking things. I'm gonna roll really bad now. I can feel it. Come on, 100.
Oh, I rolled worse.
I got a 3.
Or is that a 9? I can't tell. A 6 or a 9.
Jezebel goes, as she feels you start tugging, she goes, wait.
That's even side.
She didn't warn me about this. And the voice gets quieter and he's like, I swear I'm going to come back. I swear to fucking God. I'm going to end everything you love. And then disappears. Judas goes, amateur. You're no longer connected to the headspace, the mindscape.
Oh, I left 7 here by himself.
What? What?
Wait.
Hey, so,
I knew something was up.
yeah,
I knew.
smart girl. We'd love to see it. Jezebel and Judas can kick over whenever they want to. Sevenier's still inside there right now. Luckily, I fought off that.
So you mean
Fallen
we're
angel.
dealing with Judas right now?
Stephanie goes, I'm in control.
I
He's
don't know
not
what
in
you're
control.
talking about. I'm in
He's
control.
he's not in control. Don't believe him.
Bad juju.
Super bad juju. And I want to hit him, but I know it's not his fault, and I'm trying to get on his
Can
good
you
side
all
again.
shut up?
Yeah, can't you see Kip's going through something right now?
Kip,
Very
Kip,
sensitive about
Kip. And then I fly up and I start to wipe some of the tears away. Kip, can I? I'm sorry. I don't want to impose, but I also don't like seeing you cry, Kip. That's not very big stick energy of you to be crying right now. We want you
Kip
to have.
ignores him. I'm sorry.
Hey, you still have the prettiest hands of all the people I know. That's any consolation for
She's
you.
talking to her parents now. But that's funny that yeah, no, like she's looking right through him to where she knows their eyes are, so that it looks like she's making eye contact.
They go, no, the father goes, I'm just calling him father, my mother. I wasn't given names. Father goes, no worries, please, come sit. There are like tree stumps of like trees that cars could drive through, that are sitting on the floor, and then there is like a log that's been like cleanly chopped off at the top, and parts of it have been picked at and whittled into to make it look like a table, but it's just a giant ass piece of wood. And father sits down, and mother starts bringing out raw fish that's got like the scales and the bones off, and it's just sitting there, and it's on this giant leaf, and she wraps it, and then she sprinkles like something from another dried leaf on it, and some different herbs and stuff, and it smells delicious, but it's all raw. And like in terms of size, like this fish is like Kip's hand.
Xander, don't eat it.
So like it's huge. Father gets like 2 of them. Kip gets 1.5, and then mother puts down 1 and looks to Big Kip and goes, my apologies. How many would you like? I'm not too familiar with how hungry you are, but we have plenty.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've had proper cooking.
Oh, you've been traveling.
Yes.
You must tell us your stories, but please, how much?
I've been traveling with a group of friends.
Oh, this is fantastic. She sets one of the fish down in front of you and begins to wrap it and season it as well. And then she sits down and like kind of gets comfy on the big stump before taking a bite and talking straight with her mouth full. And she goes, "Bruce, tell us the story."
Where should I begin? She looks to herself, realizing
Hey,
that she is indeed
I'm
a
a
kid.
whisper. I'm a whisper too. Kip, don't forget we're not supposed to change anything.
Well, in my travels, one of my friends was going into town, and we were all attacked by a group of 3 big men. And I had never fought someone like that before. I didn't know how to fight. I was just shopping, you see. And so I took my big stick, and this man came at me, and I hit him, and he's...
Little Kip is looking at you with such curiosity.
Xander is also looking
no
at her with
offense,
so much
I
curiosity, even though we were in the
imagine
same
baby
place.
Yeah,
I'm just as enthralled with this conversation, but not the same energy. It's more like, oh my gosh, the way you describe it is terrifying.
But we fought, and in the end, my friend who's a pirate. I have a friend that's a pirate. She's like slamming her fists on the table, and things are like knocking over and shit. He took his bow, and the guy was like 100 miles away, but he got him. And we won.
With like the head of the fish in her mouth and like some of the parts of the leaf kind of like hanging out. Little Kip is just clapping her hands, all excited. And then Mother goes, see, if you'd work hard like we've been telling you, you could be as brave as her. We would have to marry you off so you could be useful.
She is strong. And I know she loves you very, very much.
Father goes, I'd have no doubt that my daughter loves me. But what she does
Really?
with the knowledge and the strength is where my concern lies. You have seen pirates, yes?
Yes.
Then you know the world is not a safe place, especially for the unfamiliar. Her wonder is fantastic, but she needs to prepare. And if she's unwilling to, we will make sure she's safe, because that is the love I have for my daughter. Do you understand? When you can tell that he's like getting mad, but it's not like a shitty father mad, it's like a very passionate, like, how dare you question my love for her type of mad.
But what if she doesn't want to get married? What if she wants to see the world for herself?
She is not prepared to see the world for herself.
But she is!
He stands up, having eaten both fish, and he goes, I think we are done here.
Careful. It's okay, Kip. We got your back.
You
Remember?
can make your way outside now, and we can speak more in the morning if you're still here. You're familiar with cheese and making yourself comfortable, yes?
Yes.
Then I have nothing more to say to you. And he walks off.
Are you supposed to be in the headspace like that?
Is that
What?
you in the headspace?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Sorry, I got like real.
What's going on? Are you just breaking meta to break meta, or you gotta clue us in?
He's just...
I'll wait.
Just read the chat.
I've read the chat.
I haven't! My phone's dead! I'll check it later.
Chad said Boogie is L from Death Note. Confirmed? And then he's like, look, he about to sit in my chair like him right now. Hit it! Sorry.
Kip looks across the table at her younger
Hold that
self.
thought, please. What's going on in the mindscape? I really would love a reason that the meta is happening. Thank you for the 1 bit, boo-boo.
Just entertaining. I'm listening to everything that's happening in game, but I'm just also like,
Oh, it's fine. I'm watching the last 2 minutes of the end of this stream talk about Death Note. So what we doing? What's happening here? You tell me.
sitting in my chair like, L, that's all. Nothing else.
What's going on, Kip?
Kip kind of just looks at her younger self for a minute.
Little Kip looks very confused.
I'll be back in the morning. If that's okay.
Mother nods and goes, yes, that's fine. He'll calm down. He's very passionate. You must understand, it's been difficult. We have, and she looks to Little Kip before looking back to you, unexpected neighbors. And we have concerns that we might have to move. Time will tell. Worry not. This is our problem, not yours.
It's as much of my problem as it is yours, I assure you.
You're too kind. We'll see you in the morning then.
I'll see you in the morning. And Kip gets up and ruffles her own hair and heads out with the group in tow.
Hey, Kip, you gotta remember what Kane said. Us changing anything is playing into what Jezebel...
Not changing anything.
I'm just want to reiterate it, you know. Want to make sure nothing...
No matter how hard it may be. I know, your parents. I get it.
I get it too, says another voice out in the forest. And Jezebel walks out from one of the trees and goes, I don't like being pushed out of my little meat bag. That wasn't very fun.
What body is she occupying?
She's occupying Damien's body.
God damn it.
And she takes both of her fingers and pushes them into the chest and grabs two of the ribcage bones and pulls them out. And as they get pulled out, they form into these spinal cord vertebrae looking swords in both of her hands. She goes, so I think I'll just take your tongues. And that
I don't want to fight here.
and that is the end of episode 11.
We are not starting the next episode with a fight. What is this? What the heck? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill this house.
We didn't fight this episode, so we're gonna fight next one for sure.
Yay!
Meanwhile, Kenny Buckets is sitting in the cage with their arms folded, and Legion is sitting underneath the cage. Both of them are looking in the direction of pitch black darkness, and a voice says something in a language none of you can understand, but you can't hear it and you're not there anyway, so don't worry about it. And Kenny Buckets responds, these games are sickening. Forgive me for trying to foil your plans, but I will not side with you any longer. And I'm not one of your little siblings. You can't lock me up like Cain. Underneath, Legion goes, I just felt like helping. We all felt like helping. We all felt like helping. We feel like hurting now. Will you let us go hurt? The voice says something else, and then Legion stands up and takes a deep breath. And as they exhale, mirage versions of themselves shoot out in every direction until the original Legion is gone. Kenny Buckets shakes his head inside the cage and goes, this group's different. Just you wait. The room darkens until you can no longer see Kenny Buckets. And that is the end of episode 11.
Kenny! Oh my god, they killed Kenny! You bastards!
How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Yo, I love Legion.
I feel
love
like I need
Legion.
some sleep.
I low-key, high-key
That
want
is-
Legion to, like, kind of possess me. Like, not gonna lie.
Yeah, just a little bit. I was like he was getting angry, and I was like, oh shit.
Right. And then you had that little moment. I was like, he's not on our side, so I can't really sympathize with him. But he's so.
But one of Kip's telling traits is she trusts people immediately because she doesn't know what betray is.
Yeah,
But now
girl.
she's starting to get that, but she hasn't yet. So
It's understandable. It's fine. It's
she
totally
punched him first and then asked questions.
I don't appreciate Jezebel putting me on hold. That was unacceptable. That was toxic.
That was
We don't do that.
hilarious.
You hung up on Jezebel first.
Okay, well, she deserved it. She wasn't supposed to be on the phone in the first place. Okay, nobody told her to come in. Damn. Can't stand her.
Aside from
Yeah, for
sleep,
some
how's
reason-
Seven Deer doing? How you feeling?
She's my favorite character now.
Seven Deer's doing okay. He has a resolve to definitely kill Judith this time.
Cool.
So
But
that
yeah.
he can find her.
How do you like my How do you like my cosplay?
Yeah, how do you like my L cosplay out of nowhere?
And Boo Boo, how's Lagatha doing? Because she definitely caught on that Xander ain't not Xander 70 or 8 70, but then like nothing happened because of it. So that's gonna be fun at the start of next game. But how you? Aside from that, how you doing?
I don't trust anything or anybody in this game anymore.
It's D&D.
Can't spell D&D without trauma.
Dynamite!
Can't spell D&D without trauma. It's the truth. Oh man, thank you guys for watching. This has been fantastic. Episode 11 is if you drop the tens unit place, then it's like episode 1 again. A lot of information is given to kind of set the course and make sure they're not necessarily on the right path. I don't want to steamroll them into a specific direction, but kind of remind them of the goals and give them information they feel like they may have been missing. Whether all of it was helpful or not, whether all of it was understood or not, is up to them. But as above, so below. The more things change, the more they stay the same. But yeah, let's before we go, you know, when you open your mind, you don't have protection. All possibilities are open, Dionte. And that's true. You're basically a Ouija board right now. Sorry, bro. You reaching out. You reaching out telepathically and letting shit in. So it's on you. But from left to right, please tell the people who you are, who you play, and where they can find you.
I'm Amber! I play Kip. Oh wait, I gotta put on the accent. I'm Amber! I play Kip, and you can find me on TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch at Already Amber. Please.
I'm just Bobo. Yeah, my mom. I'm not really on social media that I post on. So, I'm here. Hey.
Hi, I'm like Emo Buki. Hello, my name is Aaron, also known as Buki, here on Twitch. Put the emo hair away. You can find me here on Twitch under Everything Buki. I'm this close to affiliate, so please help me out. And yeah, follow me here on Twitch. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at IDJAERON. IDJ Aaron. And yeah, I play Scepter.
Greetings and salutations, all you adventurers. I am Xander Duskwind, played by Dionte. You guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I forgot what the doggone site was. Wow, that's crazy. TikTok and Instagram at Dapper_Macon 2.0. Yes, we love that cat energy. We're here for it. And yeah.
As you already know, I am Eddie. This is Eddie Rose Live. Thank you so much for watching, donating. Hey, we made it to 2.71. Go on places. Only like, what, 97.29% more. We can hit this goal. We can help Texas. I mean, we're going to help them regardless, but we can help them more. But thank you guys so much for being here and having a good time. Like I said, I'll play that video one more time at the end so you guys know what's going on, where all your donations are going to, and all that fun stuff. But hey, my name is Eddie. This is Eddie Rose Live. You've been fantastic, and I'll see you on the next one. Say bye, heroes.
Bye, hero!
Bye, hero.
Greetings, Rosebuds, and everyone out there.
Hey, Rosebuds and everyone out there.
Greetings, Rosebuds, and everyone out there.
This
is
is
Eddie
Eddie
Rose
Rose
Live.
Live.
Positivity changes the road positively.
And now more than ever, helping out is necessary for us all to succeed.
Our focus this month will be helping to send relief to the state of Texas.
Massive power outages and storms have been rampant, and a little help goes a long way to those in need.
From now until March 15th,
All donations received will go towards disaster relief to help communities affected by these storms across Texas. We've already raised a large amount of money at the last week of February, and we want to make one final push to bring awareness and assistance wherever we can.
So please, spread the word, and if you can help, please donate.
If we reach our donation goal, Eddie has promised to do something drastic to his hair, and we all want to see that.
Donating for a great cause and shaving Eddie's head, it's a win-win.
I didn't agree to that.
Thank you in advance for all the support, whether donating, sharing, raising awareness.
Remember, positivity changes the world positively. I'm Dionte.
I'm Elsie.
I'm Eddie. Thank you for being a part of Eddie Rose Live.